Chris Walker, Emergency Coordinator for Hamilton County Health Department, joins us this morning. Morning, Chris.
Hey, good morning, Tammy.
Bring us up to date on the numbers from over the weekend.
Well, we looked like earlier in the week we had a nice little lull where we had some days with 9, 10, 12 new cases. Then towards the end of the week, we jumped back up into the low to mid 20s for new cases per day. And a lot of that came from new data coming in, more testing being done, some labs getting caught up on their reporting to the state, things like that. So we think over time, we may not go back to the 9 and 10 days right away, but we should be seeing a taper back off from that 20 to 25 and start working our way back down here shortly.
Good news. You've started releasing new demographics, age and sex of those who tested positive. Why is it that we can do that now and we weren't able to do it earlier?
So we've talked about before the need for HIPAA privacy, the protection of a person's protected health information. So now that we have a certain number of cases and we've exceeded a certain number of deaths, we thought it was prudent that we could safely put out that information without potentially singling out an individual or a group of individuals that may expose that protected health information.
So will we see more information like that coming from your department?
Our goal is to try and update that daily. However, when we get the data in, it is possible that it's incomplete. There might be some errors in the initial data. So depending upon our workload, it really depends on how quickly we can get that all sorted out and pushed back out to the public. But our goal is to push it out as much as we can.
So there's been a big push from some to reopen. We even saw some protests over the weekend, even here in Indianapolis at the governor's home. Your thoughts on when and how we can start reopening?
Well, for the first thing I'd say is we're going to look at what the governor is suggesting we do. So right now we're looking at status quo until at least the beginning of May. But we are working with our partners, including the Hamilton County Tourism, to look at options for what we can do in the county when we are allowed to reopen and what we can do to help mitigate risk so that when we do reopen, we're helping to keep our numbers down.
Yeah, with the weather getting nice too, people are really itching to get out. We've seen more people out this weekend than I've seen yet. Any precautions or thoughts about that for folks?
Well, sure. I mean, there's a lot of wonderful opportunities here in Hamilton County as far as the Rails to Trails program, where you can get out on the Monon and some of the other trails and go for a walk. I believe the golf courses are still open as long as you are safeguarding yourself. The big thing is to make sure you're maintaining that good social distance of 6 feet or more from people that are not in your immediate family at all times. And, wear your protective mask. This is not to help keep you safe. This is to help keep others safe. So I've seen one logo somewhere said wearing is caring. This is the way we help safeguard our communities, by protecting others by wearing this for ourselves.
Anything else you want to add? Anything that we need to think of as we move through the week ahead?
I think hang in there, keep washing your hands. We want to see everyone get back to work, get back to playing their sports and having a great time, but we want to do it safely. So, we appreciate everyone's efforts. It's not been easy, but, I think we're all kind of starting to see that light at the end of the tunnel. And if we keep doing this, we'll get to that end of the tunnel much faster.
Thanks, Chris.